No moving for the scan.
Oh, do
Haha! Hacker cherry bombs.
Oh my God!
Oh God!
Shit.
My muscles twitch.
Scanning. Clear, move along.
I bet you just fucking hate that I'm legal, don't you?
You stand down.
I don't. Yeah, okay, okay.
Antisocial behavior often appears suspicious, but is prone to Albion investigation. Remember to provide for your questions.
Auto drive now enabled.
Over here. I need you.
I remember being so excited for the Tone conference. Being here now, it's like walking through a tomb.
Nah, this whole area's sus. Look at all the security. Is this what you do to a building that's supposed to be under repair?
Well, when you put it that way, let's get this done, Bagley. What am I looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Wow, I can't believe it. Oh my God. I never thought I'd ever see this. It's times like this. Let us spend my money on a good form with a good gun. Trust me. Wow, this is something else. Seriously, I could never afford that.
This is too much to bear.
Hang in there. Wow, this is amazing. Wow, I can't believe it. Oh, don't you feel me now? Yes, it's actually working for once. Oh my good God. I never thought I'd ever see this. Hang in there. Oh my good God. I never thought I'd ever see this. Could you not be right there?
Feeling ready to fight?
I'm game.
chill
trying
out.
to do me harm?
Shit, that drone's freaking out. Like that?
Did you hear that? Selfish idiot. Ah, trouser! Ah.
What the shit?
This is it. The signal is coming from this spiderbot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
The little fellow's taken a walloping. What's it doing here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go. One more data relay and I'll have it. That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... got it. Go back to where you found that spiderbot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Okay.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? Fuck, think we'd go back for you? Don't trust the Kelley dog.
Bagley, who was controlling this spiderbot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spiderbot is broadcasting, and while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Of course police were watching. All they do is watch.
Kelley? As in Clan Kelley? Does that mean mobsters did the bombings?
Looks to me like someone was meeting with their dealer, which in this case would be the Kelleys.
That woman they were meeting didn't seem like the gangster type either. Could she have been a part of Zero Day?
Well, don't just stand there, keep looking. The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Oh, brilliant. I'll just pop open a quantum tunnel, shall I?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spiderbots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good call, sweetie.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Okay.
Ooh, look what I found.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
0 days signature.
There, hurry. Got what a delivery.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? Shut it, we're all on need to know.
So 0 Day was using multiple groups to pull off the bombings. This just gets more tangled.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelley and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spiderbot serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
So the police were investigating a different suspect other than DedSec, but kept it quiet from the public? Oh, very professional.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
This is fucked. Albion is running the station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Great. Not a fan of the Met, but I'll take Bobby's over jackboots any day.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
I owe you one.
You want in? Go on. Take the red pill. Join DedSec.
Just what I was hoping to hear. I'm in.
Nice tech, DedSec.
Oh my, that is disgusting. Attention civilians. Disobey the direct order from Albion personnel.
I don't recognize your face.
Rubbish.
Thanks a million.
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Dead on.
Hey, random ID check.
No way! You've got the wrong girl.
Hold still during the scan.
I'm doing my best. God.
Remain where you are. Your profile triggered an alert.
Huh? No way.
You thinking what I'm thinking, Bagley?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Must be a way to ID the last user.
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I got this.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spiderbot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs. Somebody's can clean up our streets better than the same police force we have, but who knows how long? When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? So don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart. So
if the police could handle their job, Albion wouldn't be necessary. But they can't. The tone bombing is a perfect example. A bunch of lazy, overpaid cops are asleep at the wheel. Well, they're not at the wheel anymore, are they?
I've been around the block long enough to know what kind of people Albion are. They're bloody cowards. They say they're trying to protect us from criminals and illegals. Really, they're just afraid someone's going to come along and knock them off their high horse. You bet I am. Someone actually does.
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
I have it.
Scanning Spybot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine. You're lucky I stopped knocking you out. Clear. Let's move on.
Oh, for God's sake.
The spider-bot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
This fucking rabbit hole just goes deeper and deeper, doesn't it?
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
What? It's this absolutely obnoxious bad.
Reckon there's more of these around.
Fuck! They're up and vanished.
search.
The GPS history of the spider bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's definitely out of the way. Perfect spot to do some off-the-book shit.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Max, little help here? How do I get in?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside.
Come here. ID check.
You joking? I didn't do a thing.
Get the fuck out of here!
Hey, I'm telling you, I didn't do nothing. Oh, this is just infuriating.
This area is being recorded by the GBB.
Help me!
What is happening to this city?
We still have human back office is none of your business. Get the fuck out of here!
Is this really necessary?
GBB, first on the scene, first to bring you the news.
Please, help!
I want the target now.
No moving with the scan. Something wrong.
Target resisting arrest. Using restraining measures.
Check the doors and corners. Direct hit. Get to cover.
Reports of unauthorized drone access. Put out an APW on alert. Target is gone. All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over. Received. Responding to the situation now.
Stupid robots? I'm not looking for trouble.
Control, we are unsighted suspects. Over.
Watch out for that drone! Sorry, not interested.
Terminating the search. Today. Control, put out an APW.
What?
Turn around and move on, or else.
Yes. Oh no, no!
Well, fuck. We got ourselves a rogue cop shop.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Enough to follow a lead all the way to the Tome bombing. What do you think, Begley?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelley in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelley and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So Clan Kelley gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Fuck. Albion have thrown in with the Kellys, waiting on the bloody lizard people to join the conspiracy.
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelley and Albion included.
Well, I'm not sitting on my ass while they go on abducting people off the street.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
This Albion Clan Kelley business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelley connection.
Shite. Well, bright side, at least they wouldn't have shipped him out. Means he's in limbo at the EPC. Not ideal.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Something's wrong. Shut it down. Good out. My computer dry. Vehicle acting up. Shut it down. Good God!
Let's find this wanker. Search the area! Someone's hacked this vehicle!
Let's have a look around.
Don't need to see how this turns out.
Lock it down.
So much you're
Wax waffle.
The use of VPN is
Had enough?
Bloom's citywide network is the
I see they're listed as a drone killer. A bit direct, but I suppose if your specialty is being able to efficiently murder autonomous flight units, you'd advertise it too.
What's an arsehole?
Control to all units, possible hostiles near your location. Investigating. Stand by.
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Control, we're heading back.
Stay on the road!
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases center around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's find our contact. I don't think Albion are above torturing Angel if they find out he's DedSec.
Oh, fucking hell, did I just whip myself? What are they?
Just so draining. She knew all this friendship maintenance. On the telephone, and I get to sit there and talk to him, and it's like, yeah, I get it. You're having a hard time, but it's not easy for any of us, you know.
Don't get brave on me.
It was amazing.
Sorry, don't want to get in the way.
Get away, you piece of trash!
That drone's up to something.
God! I best get over there.
Right. No. 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 Okay. Yeah, all right. Seriously, no, hold on.
Failure to comply with instructions from Albion personnel is a crime.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Nothing official, right? Trying to keep the old footprint off the books?
No worries, I'll spoof. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
No, I'm listening. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's great. Absolutely. If you can, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, honestly, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be fantastic.
Careful.
What the hell, mate?
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
Now I'm really cheesed off. Now I'm really cheesed off. Finally, I can discover it now. Guess what the whack is? I'm not looking for trouble. Defend best places in London. Best one city is burning right.
Oh, my archie-bargee.
Wow. Look at this.
Okay.
Do they know how stressful it is to get a bloody call at 8
Smell your
test results and need you to come in for treatment? Sure, I know it's probably tonight. No. The stress of not knowing. I ain't done a thing, officer.
No, thank you. I refuse to
At the time.
I just can't handle the papers. Just don't hit me. I'm leaving whatever is going on. That's weird. Why is this happening right now? What is going on? This doesn't need to get out of control. It's okay.
Nothing amiss here. Come on, man. This is brutally embarrassing.
No need to get worked
People are
up.
starting to stare. Just
Seriously, come on, man.
let me in.
Get up! What? This fucking city.
I'm sorry.
Facts and figures are trivial. Humans are selfish. Not much. They want to know, will this make my life easier? Or will it make it harder?
And I see it's back now. Here we go
Will it
again.
make me feel better about myself?
You know
That's
what?
all.
Message received.
I've done nothing wrong, I swear.
Jeez.
I've never been so mad.
What is going on?
What on earth is going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
Christ. Hard to believe our government is fine with treating anyone this way, illegal or not. You could disappear without a trace in here, no one would notice.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Fuck. Mary Kelley and her gang of thugs have their grubby mitts in everything dodgy that happens in this city.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
What?
Putting the location of the EPC database on your optic.
Nothing wrong here, I swear it. Nothing wrong here, I swear it.
Hang on.
Nothing wrong here, I swear it. Nothing wrong here, I swear it.
All quiet.
Take a deep breath. Long,
again. Yeah, no arguing with that logic.
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labeled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kelleys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the Thames? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub.
Nothing wrong here.
Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favor of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Oh, bog off, Bags.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Brilliant.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
We need to take a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clan Kelley and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
So they've implanted a microchip in Angel's neck. A health monitor? A tracker, maybe?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Stay on his tail. He may have gotten away.
Fucker! Get him before he triggers! Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Bugger me. He might make it.
Get fucked up! We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
Well, that was unexpected. I have a feeling that microchip wasn't just a simple tracking device.
For sure. Hey, that microchip was triggered. Clan Kelley's up to some shit, and we've got to do something. Maybe we can still save Angel.
We need to find him, see what they did to him, and what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelley and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Oh my, I am rather good at this DedSec business, aren't I?
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
You sure know how to sweet talk a gentleman.
Don't let Bagley get under your skin. Job well done.
Yeah, I guess. No, listen.
I hope you're not doing anything important. You've been activated.
Sounds good.
Auto drive now enabled.
Any luck yet? Drone, initiate search.
by reporting people you know or suspect of possessing illegal items.
Tracker down!
You're fucking pathetic! Arsehole!
Let's see how you like it. Nothing but a little piece of pit, aren't you?
Albion is always watching, for your security and the security of London.
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive.
Not acting like myself? Of course I'm myself. I've always been myself. Even in my most arrogant, nihilistic, narcissistic form, I am myself.
So, this is where those Clan Kelley boys brought Angel. Ugh, not exactly postcard material, is it?
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him.
Just unconscious. Maybe the headache will teach you a lesson.
Let's hurry and access that network, shall we? I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
That's what we'll do then.
My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Oh, brilliant.
All right then. Come on out. I'm not gonna cut you. Get over here, will you? Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
Fuck, how you feeling? This guy was about to turn you into Christmas stuffing.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
Hold on, I know you. Caitlin Lau, police inspector. We saw your video logs. I knew you'd be going after Mary Kelley on your own, but I didn't expect to meet you here.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're DedSec, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
No, sorry. One of our friends disappeared from the EPC. His trail led me here. Hard to believe the missing people ended up here. There's probably little left of them at this point.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kelleys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
Just rest now. You've been through a lot. We'll get someone to take you somewhere safe. In the meantime, I'll look for your files after I found my friend. They sound important.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelley. Almost enough to take her down.
Well then, all right. It's obvious, isn't it? We should work together. We're going after Mary Kelley too. It'd be stupid to pass on some help.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here. And thanks for your help. I'm glad we're joining forces.
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelley's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
And ripping the organs from their bodies, certainly without consent. What kind of monster is Mary Kelley? Oh, Jesus Christ, what happened to them? They're unrecognizable. Can you do a facial recognition, Bags?
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Negative.
Ah, shit. How many people have Clan Kelley done this to? We have to end this operation. And Mary fucking Kelley.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelley is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelley and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelley be in Zero Day?
Oh, fucking shit. The smell, man. I'm never having pork again.
You shut your gob. I'm gonna throw up if you keep talking shite. Bad enough we're on disposal. I don't need to hear that.
Can't help it, man. The stench sticks with you, yeah? I was out last night, chatting with this bird, and she up and just left. It's like told me I smelled like arse.
There are worse things than smelling a little right, yeah? You'll find out if the wrong ears catch you complaining.
Oh, that's fucking fire!
Put the optic away now. Nothing happening. Much like my life.
Nobody has any bloody respect anymore.
Well done, you got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No kidding.
DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
My, here we are, working with a former officer of the law. What a strange alliance. But we must do what we can to take down Mary Kelley.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelley's no petty criminal.
Bagley, we all need to discuss these files and what to do next. Call everyone in to meet.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing. I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing.
Hey, what's up?
Honestly, all of this is kind of a lot. Like, do I even belong here? Am I doing enough? Is this a game?
I totally get it. But this is it. This is the real thing.
Right. So go back to acting like I know what I'm doing. Good advice.
Mary Kelley heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelley, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stokovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh. Give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But There is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kelley's headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelley to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
Yeah, but you were wrong. What can guarantee us that this time will be different? That we're not wasting our time building a case? The police force is rotten, especially with Albion in charge now.
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office, an honest solicitor with a hard-on for organized crime, specifically for Mary Kelley. Look, our methods may differ, but I want to help those people as much as you do.
All right. But however this goes down, there's no way we're letting Mary slip the net again. That's not how DedSec does things. Let's get to Sandstone.
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
Shame if you got locked up for breaking curfew. Okay. Oh, you idiot. Don't even think about fucking with Albion. This is our city. Oh, what the brass?
No one would suspect the living statue was getting into shit.
I suppose DedSec could always get into basking. I can think of worse side hustles.
Refrain from loitering.
once with an
Auto
AI
drive
driver.
now enabled.
You are crossing an Albion checkpoint.
Auto
Hey, don't kill me, man. Don't want to comply. How about now?
Leave me alone.
Let's wait around and see if this hitman shows up. There's a hitman nearby who's after one of our potential recruits. I recommend you deal with the situation quickly.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
For our safety. See? Isn't that much better?
If you want to revoke our prospect's rendition order, you can do it from a terminal at this location.
Are you fucking blind? Piece of...
What?
You can revoke the order from there.
I don't like the look of this door. All clear over here.
Rendition order cleared. Our prospect can rest easy now. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
If there's any way I can ever help you, just let me know.
Best thing you could do is pay it forward, right? Join DedSec. Grow the movement.
Hell yes, I'm in.
Auto drive.
Security here is state-of-the-art. Quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the hell?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
You better get yourself together, mate. Act this way in front of the missus, and you're on the chopping block.
I don't know what you want. I just want to perform.
Home, huh? This is your home, at least for now. When the price is right, you'll get another home.
What's your problem?
Forget about your old
What's
life.
that?
This is your life now.
Don't need this.
You have a real fucking attitude problem. Do you know that?
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, you wanker? Stupid git.
it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelley family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
On the bright side, she didn't bind you with one of her microchips. She probably knew you'd have killed yourself before obeying her.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
What you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you.
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to their venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
It's that initiative I'm smelling, Peter. Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
She's using the implanted chip as a control mechanism, a deterrent to disobedience. Step out of line and she sells your organs instead.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
I'd say I'm getting the hang of fighting for DedSec, yeah?
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
What are you trying to say, Bagley?
Bagley's got a special style. You'll grow to love it. Well done, by the way.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelley's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
What do we have, Bags?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
I've got options, then.
I've marked both on your optic. I'll give you the bad news first. One of your operatives has been kidnapped. Also, there's no good news.
Shit!
My thoughts exactly. I've run a psychological profile and GPS trace on every Londoner you've ever made an enemy of, and I think I found the likely culprit. Track her down, and she might lead you to your missing friend.
Will do.
I've found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
I fucking hate that. What gives them the right? Got worse. The police tried stopping this fuck, and they just started chucking paint. The cop was too stunned to do anything. It's horrible.
This is what happened.
The kidnapper is nearby, but our operative isn't. She must have stashed them somewhere else. Scan her optic and I'll see if I can track down the location.
Watch where you're going. Fuckface! Bit of a whack man, aren't ya? Fucking shit.
Don't need to get work.
For the love of God!
What is it this time?
Something is blocking my access.
Right, I'm gonna call it in.
GPS analysis complete. I've got a bead on our kidnapped operative.
Send me those location deets.
Our kidnapped operative is here. Mind the hench people on your way in.
Shut up! Did you hear that?
You don't need to torture me.
Lock down that spider!
Die in the glorious flames of battle!
Get into shelter!
Get your asses over here!
Oh, shit!
my time.
Due to the increase in antimicrobial resistance, health and safety services reminds all persons to avoid hospitals unless absolutely necessary.
I'm coming for you.
Is this really how you want to go out? Someone's shooting!
Gun! That was a gun!
Let's get this over with.
Take cover!
There's no way out!
Ah! Oh, we're gonna die!
These games!
We can end this here. You feel me?
That was a gun! Help me. Gun! That was a gun! Get me out.
Hope you're not afraid of spiders!
Get me out. Please. Help.
Get him out of here. Seems like you got away. Our friend is back in fighting shape and another enemy of DedSec has been thwarted. Nicely done.
Oi, watch what you're fucking
You
doing.
keep it up and watch what happens, you dog.
This shit needs to stop.
No way to escape, I guess.
Stop!
Don't let the tithead get away.
Don't
Drone, perform a search.
Absolutely love this part.
DedSec has some powerful enemies. That's a good sign.
I hate putting Mary Kelley on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion BMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can... inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
Brilliant. Those mercs wouldn't be able to control the city without Cass. But we can't half-ass this. I hope you have a good plan.
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
personnel carry and are authorized to fire live ammunition. Do not agitate.
Protest rallies are not limited.
Auto drive.
Oh my god!
Yeah, have a nice night.
Whoa. Watch yourself, please.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You're not listening to me.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
What a headache.
A potential recruit has been tracking an Albion weapons shipment in this area. I'm sure they'd be happy if we destroyed it. An Albion weapons shipment is nearby. Get in. You showed that crate who's boss. Our prospect can rest easy now. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
I'm in your debt.
Best thing you could do is pay it forward, right? Join DedSec. Grow the movement.
Consider me in.
didn't see anything, I promise.
Oi, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm a mate.
Wait, you're not with Albion? Oh, thank God, I was worried there for a second.
Crying about it won't fix anything. Tell me what's wrong and maybe we can help.
I think I'm in trouble. I saw Albion guards doing something truly awful. They gathered a bunch of protesters, tied them up, and took them to a building where they'd beat them. It was brutal.
Fuck me.
There were security cameras everywhere. When Albion gets hold of that footage, they'll come after me too. If you find a way to get the evidence before Albion, I'll owe you my life.
Yeah, all right. I'll rally the comrades.
I didn't see shite.
Oi, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm a mate.
Thank fuck you're not with Albion. Thought I was...
Crying about it won't fix anything. Tell me what's wrong and maybe we can help.
Oi, I'm seriously fucked. Was just trying to do some good and I see these Albion fucks doing some messed up shit. The fuckers grabbed some protesters and just started beating them.
Fuck me.
The place was lousy with security cams. I covered up best I could, but I'm sure I was caught. If the killers come back for the footage, I'd be done for. You get to that evidence before Albion, and I owe you my fucking life.
Yeah, all right. I'll rally the comrades.
Just keep walking.
I've got the location from her GPS, and there's a load of CTOS surveillance around. Any number of cameras might have seen her.
Let's take a look-see then. Some days it feels like the fight's never gonna be over.
I've got the location from her GPS, and there's a load of CTOS surveillance around. Any number of cameras might have seen her.
Let's take a look-see then.
Look, I'm willing to work.
You think the politicians want to fix anything?
Me as well, mate.
Everything right now.
All right then.
All power, no accountability.
It's bad, isn't it?
Voting will not. There you go.
Cool, man. Don't give him a reason.
Fucking fuck. Fuck off. That is it.
All right. One for free, but the next.
I'm not in the mood for your shit.
Together. Let's go, G. Get fucked. Get ready, blood.
Suspects reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Move into the hostiles' location.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
Here's where our friend witnessed the Albion crime. The security footage should still be on site.
All right, let's get some data.
That's the CTOS up there. Done.
I got that footage for you. Do you see our target?
Yeah, there she is. Clearly identifiable too. If Albion saw this footage, she'd be pretty fucked.
Balls.
However, Albion's crime was also clearly recorded, which means we can turn this footage back around on them. We just have to wipe the backup file from the central CTOS servers to protect the witness's identity.
Send me those location deets.
Don't you fucking move, all right? Take a deep breath.
Get away from me.
Don't want to comply. How about... What the fuck?
Why, I thank
What the fuck was that? Piss off. Take a deep breath. Long and...
Oh no, no!
Not safe here.
Oh god.
Restrictions on assembly. You are crossing an Albion checkpoint. Your cooperation is expected.
Here's where our friend witnessed the Albion crime. The security footage should still be on site.
All right, let's get some data.
That's the CTOS up there. Done.
I got that footage for you. Do you see our target?
Yeah, there she is. Clearly identifiable too. If Albion saw this footage, she'd be pretty fucked.
Balls.
However, Albion's crime was also clearly recorded, which means we can turn this footage back around on them. We just have to wipe the backup file from the central CTOS servers to protect the witness's identity.
Send me those location deets.
There's quite a few Albion goons in the server room. Either the perpetrators beat us here, or you've just stumbled on a fascist book club.
That's worrisome.
We're probably not the only ones after this evidence. You'll have to beat them to it.
Check the surroundings. Drone, begin a search.
What's going on?
Fuck yourself, yeah? Fuck yourself.
That's odd.
Stay here and watch the area.
There's the terminal. We can do the intrusion there. This is going to bring down a bunch of violent arseholes on you.
Initiate search protocol.
Haha! Hacker cherry popped.
Fuck's sake! They got away!
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Moving inbound to hostile.
Gun, wherever you are. I'm going in.
Control. I've identified an armed individual.
Do this. I've got you.
Come on up. I won't hurt you. Moving up.
We have a visual on the suspect.
Target's not here.
Best you've got. Come on out.
Checking the last.
Let me check it out.
I'm in pursuit of the target.
I'm moving in.
Officer down! Officer down!
I'm coming for you.
Control, we are pursuing the suspects. Over.
Need some cover.
Incoming fire!
You're outmatched.
I need vehicles!
We have a seriously injured officer. I repeat, we are in pursuit.
Damn it, where did they go? Save us all the trouble and give up. We're being shot at here.
Just surrender!
Getting to cover.
Control, we're in pursuit. Over.
Suspect! Replacing magazine! There's no way out! Fire!
Shit! I'm getting shot at here.
Stop letting up!
Don't bother hiding. Show yourself. Taking fire.
We are in pursuit. I say again, in pursuit.
Hiding cover.
That's a hit! There's no winning, mate! I'm trapped here!
Better not waste my time.
Throw out the target!
I'd rather not have to kill you today.
over.
I'm coming for you.
There's only one way this ends. Cover! Hit! Gunfire! I'm not letting go!
Your friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
My God, how embarrassing. I suppose this is my problem now.
There's the terminal. We can do the intrusion there. This will trigger a heavy security response.
Sorry, you were in the way.
I grabbed the evidence from the server and scrubbed the local copy. No way they'll identify her now. Now get out of there so we can tell her the good news.
This is DedSec. We've obtained the only copy of the footage. You should be safe now.
God, I thought for sure I was dead. Whatever you need, just say the word.
In DedSec, the more the merrier. Care to join us?
Yeah, I'm ready to make a difference.
Here.
All right, mate, here we go then. Me as well, mate, yeah.
Out! Make it snappy!
What do you want?
Pardon me.
Keep... Gun! There's a gun over there!
Well done. That loan shark is out of the picture. Our prospect can rest easy now. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
If there's any way I can ever help you, just let me know.
Best thing you could do is join DedSec. We could use you.
Yes, yes, yes!
Storm in here wherever and whenever they want, waving their guns around, telling people what to do. I'm fucking sick of it. I wish someone could just put them in their place. Tell those fuckers they can't just bully any rat.